Hey, finally James here. For those who enjoy playing Queen's Blood from FF7 but struggle in the matches, here are some tips for you. To clarify, this video is not about instant win strategies and specific deck builds. If you want the challenge of building and winning with your own deck, but just want some helpful tricks to be more consistent, this is the video for you. One of the simplest ways to reach your win condition in Queen's Blood is through board control. With only 15 spots on the board to play your cards, real estate is in short supply. If you can take control of the middle column, you'll suffocate your opponent and prevent them from being able to make plays. But because the CPU goes second in every battle, they have the advantage of seeing and countering whatever play you make. In early game battles, the opponent will often give you the middle column in space, rarely contesting it. You see in this match that Madam M is unable to regain control of the center spot, as there aren't many cards that can take it from a non-adjacent position, allowing me to secure the position for myself and steamroll the rest of the match. First wise, the CPU gives up its second turn advantage by claiming the center space first, allowing me to recapture it without a contest. While the footage here is from Chapter 5, the strategies here will still apply to previous chapters. With the starter deck, you can still take control of the lanes and win through sheer numbers. Mid-game is where things start to get challenging. The Queen's Blood tournament in Chapter 5 is a great example of difficulty climbs. While the first few matches are essentially low rank, the latter half has the CPU stepping up to contest lanes and block you from the center. As you can see in this match, Chadley waits for me to claim the center spot just to recapture it with their own. If you don't have a card with diagonal coverage, then they're free to place their own and choke you out. A great way to take the center column is to have non-adjacent claim cards. And by that, I mean any card that opens up spaces in front of it without having to be directly beside it. Have enough in your deck to consistently see one or two when you start the game, and you'll be able to see wins consistently. Cards such as Quetzalcoatl and Zoo are available before the difficulty jump in Chapter 5, and let you Uno reverse the CPU that thinks they've got you cornered. When I faced Regina in the finals of Chapter 5's Queen's Blood tournament, I mulliganed my hand to start the game with one of these cards. As we play through the match and get to the center column, I bait out the CPU by claiming the center spot with an adjacent card. Once they recapture it, play one of your non-adjacent cards to take it back. Generally, at this stage in the game, they won't capture it again, giving you the opening to push the center lane and choke them out. You can see me employ this strategy versus both Regina and Red 13 to squeeze them out of the lanes and overwhelm them. Archdragon is a great card that can turn a slight advantage into a large one. With 3 power and 3 damage, it can destroy the majority of opposing cards to help your push. Its 3 power is solid and even strengthens your backline so that you can play higher cost cards after you finish blitzing. When you get further into the game, cards like Moogle Trio are great additions to your deck because it claims non-adjacent spaces and adds cards to your hand. Having multiple options as often as possible is important too. As you get deeper into the game, the opponents will fight harder to control the center lane and column. They'll often be able to reverse control of the center multiple times or pop your cards in order to choke you out. But you'll get access to replacement cards like Grand Horn that destroys your already set card in order to be played, giving you the opportunity to recapture spots that were previously blocked. With the replacement condition of cards like Grand Horn, you can eliminate a dead card and reclaim an adjacent spot, even with the disadvantage of going first. While this is a general strategy to better understand the game, there are many cards and combinations within it for you to build with. There are multiple ways to approach the match and win, which is what makes Queen's Blood one of the funnest minigames in Rebirth. Have any other general tips and strategies that you use to see success? Let me know in the comments and I might try them out in another video. Now, go forth and conquer.